Well, how do you qualify? Who does the settlement agreement cover?
This is a unique settlement. To the credit of both sides, it took hours and hours to negotiate this thing. But what they did was is they formed what they call a class, and you provide the parameters of the boundaries of what this class is.
If you're in the class, you may get paid. If you're not in the class, you definitely don't get paid.
You got it in spades.
Thank you.
So what occurred is in the negotiations, obviously, and I was not there, they determined, BP and the plaintiffs said that the entire state of Louisiana, the entire state of Mississippi, the entire state of Alabama, and a portion of Florida all the way down to the Key West, and a portion of the state of Texas, that if you fell within those parameters of those geographical boundaries, that you met the threshold test of eligibility. So in other words, it wasn't a question of whether you were above I-10, for example. If you were in the state of Louisiana, you met the threshold test. Then it went on to get very specific requirements. An object was to give objective testing. That was the whole object of this exercise, was to give tests that could be applied so that beyond being in those boundaries, that if you met the documentary requirements and the financial requirements that are set forth, then you want eligible claimant. The document is very, very specific of what you have to provide in terms of documentation. For example, a business claim, monthly statements, tax records, and things of that nature. But the uniqueness of the case is reflected by the fact of these geographical boundaries that we start with. For example, a person in Monroe, Louisiana, would be within the geographical boundaries as defined by the settlement agreement, as agreed to by the parties, and as approved by Judge Barbier in the ruling in November.
He's the federal court judge.
Absolutely.
Where the lawsuit was otherwise pending, right?
He's the judge that has jurisdiction over this case.